just to kind of update everyone that the temple opened in September 2013, and we were very fortunate at that time that His Holiness Bhakti Churu Maharaj and His Holiness Kadamba Maharaj were present. And also just, I was thinking the other day, maybe it was indication of things to be, because in that same week, Anuttama Prabhu, who's ISKCON Communications Officer or Director, he actually did a whole seminar on communications. So he was here for a week, and in the same week was the opening of the temple. So it was like busy from the beginning, and we haven't stopped since then. So I guess that was like the sign of things to come. And we had acquired that first property, which is the one next door to this one. And we were thinking at that time, okay, this property will last us for the next 5 years and we can relook at things then. But we realized that after like 3 months that the temple was already small. Actually, the temple room was maybe from the altar to this part here. And amazing enough, we had many wonderful programs there, sometimes 120, 150 devotees cramping in. And oftentimes, especially when there was inclement weather, either it was rainy or it was too sunny, etc., then we actually saw the need to acquire another property. And with the blessings of the National Secretary, especially Govardhan Prabhu and His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj, who is the GBC, we acquired the second property, and in this way the accumulation of properties began. And the vision was to actually build a wonderful temple for the place of Shri Radhashyam Sundar and for the glorification of Srila Prabhupada, whereby we can showcase the process or the science of Krishna consciousness to the multinational diaspora that work, study, frequent, and visit the Sandton area. Because as we know, it is the economic hub of South Africa. Johannesburg is the most important city in Africa. And Sandton is the most important part of Johannesburg in that it's the home of the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. And it's like the center or the place to be in. So we felt that there was a need. At that time, the only temple that we had, not the only temple, but in the immediate area was in Lenasia. And many people considered that to be in another planet. So to go to Lenasia, it was always difficult, especially in the way that the socio-economic climate changed. And people found it more and more difficult to go to Lenasia because of the crime, etc. So there was a need to have a center in the northern suburbs. And also at the same time, Sri Nanda Prabhu was developing a center in Midrand. So almost simultaneously, 2 centers opened, having one existing temple in Pretoria, and then also the temple in Soweto. And so now we have 5 temples in Gauteng, and a host of Namahata programs across the province or across the greater Johannesburg area. And we're seeing how, with your help and contribution, both financially and in the way of services, the temple is growing from, we won't say from day to day, but from year to year. And we're seeing how our first Janmashtami festival, we had about maybe 300 people, 400 people. And the recent Janmashtami festival that we celebrated, over 4,000 people attended. So we're seeing how people are actually recognizing the center, appreciating the center. And the amazing thing is that we haven't actually advertised the temple due to the rezoning still taking place, etc. So I guess when all these go through, when we can actually free to advertise on different medias, I'm sure more and more people will come. And this is what Prabhupada wanted, that people come to the temple, see how Krishna consciousness is being practiced, and imbibe that mood and spirit, and also practice at home. So we're hopeful that the temple will become a beacon of hope, a beacon of Krishna consciousness, so that people can become inspired to practice Krishna consciousness. And also we're preaching to different communities, just like in the video the presentation. We have a presence at the different universities in Gauteng, and especially at WITS. And actually, just go on record that for the past 3 years, the BYS Society, the Bhakti Yoga Society, has won the Dean's Award for the most active and the best society on campus. So that in itself is a very, very wonderful feat. And then also now that we have officially opened like the yoga studio, and every day we have students coming in from 6:30 in the morning through till 8 o'clock at night, and there's different yoga classes going on. So on average we get about 20 to 30 students attending every day, and this is mainly from the European community. And we had our open day, and we had over like 100 white-bodied persons. So this in itself also is something that we're seeing how people have been attracted to the process. And they actually appreciate it when they come to the yoga studios and they come to the temple, they're frequenting the restaurant. So there's so many wonderful opportunities for them to hear about the glories of Krishna, to hear about the practice of Krishna consciousness. And in this way, we hopeful that this will continue. And the Indian community needs no invitation. They come anyway. So they feel this is their home. And we find that there's a high density of Indian nationals living in the area. And in this way, they very much help promote Krishna consciousness. So we're seeing more and more that we're preaching to a multinational society. And that's what Prabhupada wanted. It wasn't just to one particular nationality or to one particular race of people. And our Food for Life program, since we started we actually instituted in 2014, on average we're feeding 35,000 children a month in Alexander. So each of our temples has adopted a township, just like Midrand has adopted Tembisa. Sandton has Alex, and then Lenasia, they're working closely with the Soweto temple, and Mahaprabhu, our esteemed temple president in Soweto, he's been serving prasadam there since ages. So each of and Pretoria, they actually do Mamelodi. So each of the temple has adopted an area. So like that, we're seeing how the Krishna consciousness movement is penetrating different communities through different avenues, just like Rath Yatra in Lenasia, in Soweto, in Johannesburg CBD. And we're planning one for 4 ways in the next few months. So in this way, we're hopeful that the Krishna consciousness will continue to spread and give people the opportunity to interact with the devotees, to hear the glories of Krishna, and in this way themselves become inspired to practice Krishna consciousness. So we once again thank all of you for your kind support and help in so many wonderful ways, and we are hopeful that you will continue to support us in this way and fulfill a vision that we have to build a beautiful flagship temple in Johannesburg. As His Holiness Devamrita Maharaj explained, that this is the most important city in Africa, and we don't have a beautiful temple to showcase Krishna consciousness. So this is an attempt to fulfill that desire. So we pray that you all bless us so that we can offer this wonderful temple to Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ki jai. Nitai Go Premanand.